No, you hear the term, I love you guys. When you go different places, I don't know how anybody could mean it more than me. I just, when I say I love you guys and appreciate you guys, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the deal. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with. So the first thing I wanted to open up with today was I printed out the death claims from the month of March. So a couple times a year I try to bring us back into perspective, especially during record months. So we had a record month of March. It was the biggest March that we've ever had. It was our 10-year anniversary. We opened up here 10 years ago with 3 people, maybe 5 or 6 chairs. We were sitting on milk crates building this thing. Now we're in 12 offices, 5 states, and half the month, we're battling with Surace Smith as the largest agency in American income in the United States of America. Last month, I got an email from the CEO of Torchmark. Torchmark is, I think they named the 398th largest company in the United States of America last year. And we got an email from the CEO of a hats off to what you guys did for the month of March. So all of these people, all of these numbers and names and stuff that I have in here, these are all people that are no longer here anymore. Let that sink in for a minute. So we talk a lot about, how much production that we write and having big weeks and stuff like that, but I never want you to forget about how important that your job is and how special that you guys are going to be to these people when they need you the most. You got to have a dream. You got to dream it up. Walt Disney dreamt up Disney World. They're sending spaceships out into outer space. The problem right now is people ain't dreaming big enough. They ain't dreaming past their next beer. They ain't dreaming past their next paycheck. Just thinking about today right now. If your vision is only thinking about today, you're going to get caught in a cycle of broke and mediocrity. Broke. I'm telling you, the biggest defect that I see working with the youth in my city versus walking around Wexford is the thought process. It's people not having high expectations of themselves. Your life is very rarely going to follow anything bigger than what your expectations are. I want you to look at what your expectations are of yourself. What is your vision? What does your life look like 5 years from today? What does your family situation look like? What does your bank account look like? What does your credit look like? What does your house look like? What does your environment look like 5 years from today? You have to dream it up. It all starts in your mind. The second thing, people make failure too big. Failure is not permanent. You're going to fail. You're going to fail in life. You're going to fail in business. Failure does not define you. You can't let failure for a week start to make you change your dreams. You can't let something that didn't happen for you for a day or for a week or for a month start to make you choose different ways and different paths and start to doubt yourself. Stop quitting on yourself. Stop giving up when division gets hard. In about 1 year, the shit's going to be easy. I remember watching Britton Costa fight and argue with me. I don't want to get up there and talk. I don't want to get up there and speak. And he would get up there and his face would be as red as this carpet. We would force him up there when he would win an award. And now comes like second nature. Now he rips the grind messages. So that means at one point it was uncomfortable and hard. Now it got easy. So there's things in this business for you that right now seem hard that are going to get easy for you. You have to stop putting so much emotion out of yourself when things don't go perfect for a week. Stop quitting on yourself. Stop giving up on yourself. Start believing in yourself. When you see stars in the sky, typically it's dark. You can't see stars unless it's dark. So if you want to be a star, it's about how you shine when things get dark. I find our superstars in the dark. I find our superstars when things ain't going right. I find our superstars when things ain't going perfect. As a coach, when I would find my best quarterback, my best tailback, my player, the player I could depend on, it would be if our team is down, we're losing momentum. Who steps up? Who jumps up? When we're the underdog, who steps up? Whose spirit leads us? Whose spirit carries us? Those are your players. It's easy to shine when things are going perfect. It's easy to shine when you first get started, when you're all excited. But when things get dim, when things get dark, that's when the real stars come out. So there's unspoken bonds that I have with people. When I start looking at people that have been here for 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, you think Ryan ain't never had no problems? Is that what you guys think? That he gets all these checks, he's making all this money, everything's going good, but he never got no-showed. You think you're the only one? Never had somebody say, listen, you can count on me. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to build this with you and quit. Think that never happened? Or just only you and me? Just only you that stuff happened to. Think Tommy, so we see him get a $20,000 residual income check. Every month before he wakes up out of bed, without coming to work, they write him a check for $20,000 for the rest of his life. How would that change your life? Think about that. You think he's ever been through anything? Those people that start to shine, those people that start to make it, they've been through some stuff. That's when I start to really believe in people. I don't start really believing what I see until I watch you go through adversity. I don't want you to go through any adversity. If I could, I would protect you from all adversity, just like a mother or father or parent would. But at some point in your life, you're going to have your own adversity. Adversity, I've learned, is like a slingshot. We went through a bunch of adversity last year. From Tommy's son being in the hospital to Satan himself trying to come into this organization to affect us. And what happens, I've learned in life, is when things ain't going your way and you get through it, it's like a slingshot. Boom, you let it go and it skyrockets. Things just pew. But when you break, you stay there. You're worse off than you were. When you pull it back and you break, you just stay there. You're behind. If you don't break, typically the next year, something big happens. The following year, something large happens. We would never be where we're at right now. 25% growth right now. We paid out $500 and some thousand in bonus last month. We paid $500,000 in bonuses last month. How much of that do you want to be yours in 90 days? Think about that. All it is the people that were able to get pulled back and you let them go and they're in a different place today than they were 6 months ago. The energy that you need is in that adversity. There's something that's happening in that adversity that's happening for you and not to you. Go back to things that have happened in your life. Go back to major obstacles. Go back to certain things that happened to you and what you learned from those things. Focus on the process and good things are going to happen. Okay? I appreciate you guys. Let's go out and have a good week this week. Thank you.